What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be giving a tutorial on the wicking technique designed by Matt Wilson off of the VCMT group on the VCMT by Vaperz Cloud. Now this wicking technique is for people who have struggled with wicking better, muted flavor, and how to get the wicking to keep up, and also to do that without it leaking, because a lot of people have struggled with the wicking off this. And to give a couple of demonstrations, I've wicked one up earlier for my 3-cell lipo, which is right here. And then I've got this one right here. This is a 0.24 build vaping at 200 watts. Let me give it a vape. And man, it's just an unbelievable. It's unbelievable how well this picks up and how well it keeps up with the wicking. No dry hits. It handles the power just fine. I've struggled with that on my own, being a proficient builder and with wicking and stuff like that. So I struggled a lot with this. Stumbled on it. Matt did it. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And this is it, and this is the deck on the VCMT here. A couple of things that you'll need is just some scissors and some Japanese cotton. To go ahead and get this started, I'll go ahead and cut off a couple of slivers of the Japanese cotton here. This is a technique that I use. It's you can this similar kind of thing can be done with any other kinds of cotton, Japanese cotton, F5s, pink cotton, whatever you wanted to use. But this is how I do it. I don't do a Scottish roll kind of a thing at all. I think that's what some people are calling it now when they roll it. But this is all I do. I'll just go ahead and roll it with my finger one time. Go ahead and wick it through. Now I'll wick this just like I'll wick anything else, just like any other kind of RDA. You know, you want it to have enough in there to where, you know, there's some tension, but it's not too loose. You don't want it too tight because it'll smother it out. You don't want it too loose because you'll get hot spots badly. And that's how it'll look right there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit to kind of show you guys a better view of this. Now, this is the part that really makes the most difference. Is when you go in, when you go to make your cuts. Now, you'll go in at a 45-degree angle like that, just like that right there. And then what you do is you rest the blade of the scissors on the post. Make your cut just like that at a 45-degree angle, just like that. And then you'll end up with two cuts like that at a 45-degree angle. Now this is a 25mm VCMT. I do this the same way on both. Lay the scissors over a 45-degree angle and cut. Lay the scissors on it, on the post of the deck, and make my cuts. And that's what you'll end up with. Now, when you're pushing this down into your holes, you want it to be down into the juice wells enough, but you don't want that cotton to touch the base. Now, Matt, when the guy that designed this technique, he uses the juice control ring. I do not. So it's going to have a little bit sticking out down in there, so I'm going to go ahead and snip a little bit of this off right now. You don't want too much down in there. checking to see how it is on both sides. Looks great. Trim off a little bit of that. See how this folds down in there. So they all just need to be trimmed up just a bit. Next, I'll go ahead and paint it on with some liquid. Now my first reaction when I did this was that there just isn't enough cotton down in there. But all you need down in this juice well is just enough cotton to plug up the juice from spilling out into the air holes, and that's it. And then using the juice to go ahead and paint it down to get it to where it sticks. I've got that painted down in there. You want to make sure when you're doing this, you want to make sure that your wick is out of the way of your threads. Make sure it's down in those juice channels. Now I've got this one here just a bit long, but that's going to be okay. That's not going to hurt nothing. Same way with these. I could have trimmed off the very ends of these a little bit more, but it's not going to hurt anything by having it like that. Make sure it's out of the way of the threads. And that's what we want. That right there, I'll screw the top on, take it up, and have a vape. Put the rest of the tank back together. I'm going to wipe off any of the extra stuff that came through while I was getting the cools ready. I'm going to go ahead and just fill the tank up halfway, just to make sure that, there's no leaking or dry hits or anything like that. Now this, it's worked every time I've done it, all the way from the first time. Now that doesn't mean it's going to happen every time. So put the top on. I don't have to flip it upside down when I'm refilling or anything like that. It just does what it's supposed to do. I don't close off the airflow or anything. I just do it like it's supposed to do. First couple of puffs, I've got it at 109. Go ahead and break that cotton in a little bit. I did get a little bit more cotton in there than I kind of would have felt comfortable with. But anyway, 200 watts. And it's there's no dry hits. Now you will get a dry hit if you get too much cotton in there. And this one's closed, still great flavor. 200 watts. It's a fantastic vape. And here it is. I've got my 3S LiPo here, max amp cell, PWM. I'm gonna go ahead. There ain't much liquid left in this one, but 100%. It's sitting at right at 12 volts. Let me give it a puff. I mean, it doesn't sizzle for very long. It just keeps up. It's amazing. Now that's 12 volts. This is a 0.5 ohm coil. An amazing vape. But that's it, and I do want to say a big thanks to Matt Wilson for the technique. It was he's posted it in the his original video in the VCMT group. Anytime you're mentioning this wicking technique, use the hashtag VCMT group, and that's how they want everybody to spread the word on where it all came from. We've got some VCMTs coming in for our customers, so I wanted to make sure we had a good video to show them how to wick it properly. Myself, I was struggling with a lot of problem with the wicking keeping up, and I wanted to show this to everybody. That way, everybody would be able to know how to do it all the way from the first time, because there's a lot of people who struggle with leaking issues and it not keeping up. So that's it.